What is self-awareness and why is it important for a leader to have it? Well, we're going to talk about that coming up right now. Welcome everyone, Michael Finley here with another episode of Leadership Roll Call, where we give you tips, suggestions, and recommendations on how you can become a more effective leader. Our topic today is self-awareness. Self-awareness has been cited as the number one leadership trait, but yet many managers don't know what it is. So let's define what self-awareness is. Self-awareness is knowing yourself. It's knowing your strengths and your limits. It's knowing your pet peeves. It's knowing your hot trigger buttons. It's knowing what makes you angry. It's knowing about yourself. It's knowing about your emotions and how they affect others. Self-awareness is simply knowing about yourself and how others perceive you. I've done many 360s, and sometimes I hear participants say, I had no idea that people thought that about me. When I hear people say that, to me that's a signal that that person lacks self-awareness. And yet I've had others believe that they have a tremendous amount of self-awareness when in reality they do not. Author Tasha Eurich in the book Insight has done studies where 95% of the people believe that they are self-aware, but in reality only 10 to 15% possess that quality. She cites 3 reasons why there's a lack of self-awareness. The number one reason that we lack self-awareness is blind spots. We are unaware of our behaviors or why we're acting that way. Number 2 is called the feel-good effect. We want to feel good about our actions, so we only remember the positive things that we have. The number 3 reason that we lack self-awareness is called the cult of self, where we are so self-absorbed that we don't recognize what others feel about this. With the explosion of social media out there, more and more people are now becoming more self-absorbed. So why is self-awareness important for a leader to have it? Well, number 1, you can make better informed decisions. If you recognize that you have a bias towards something, you can ask for other opinions to maybe understand the other side of it. Another reason that self-awareness is important for a leader is that you better communicate with your employees. If you're aware of your emotions and you're aware of your behavior and how it impacts others, you're able to communicate better. And the number 3 reason that a leader needs to have self-awareness is that they understand what areas they need to grow and develop. If you don't know what you need to work on, how do you know where to go? A self-aware leader knows what areas that they need to work on and develop. So we know it's important to be self-aware, but how do we get there? Well, as I mentioned before, the best way to do it is a 360 review, where your supervisor, your peers, and your direct reports review your decision-making, your communication, your integrity, your leadership skills. They do it as part of a 360 review, and you receive a report and you get to find out how others perceive you in those areas. If your company does not offer a 360 review, the simplest and best way to get feedback is to find someone you trust and ask them. Ask them to give you feedback without sugarcoating. Give you feedback on your communication, your decision, your making skills, your leadership skills. All of those things, ask someone that you trust, that you know that they'll be honest with you. Just remember, when you ask someone to do that, don't shoot the messenger. Self-awareness is an ongoing process. It's not something we suddenly get and we don't have to work on it anymore. It's a continuous process that we have to work on. But a leader that is self-aware is going to be very successful. I hope this overview was beneficial to you. If you have a question about this topic or any topic that you would like to see, please put it in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Until next time, good luck with being self-aware.